Um, Yesterday I did a show last night, and I was bringing Donnell Porter name with me. Donnell, rest in peace. And I was thinking today, like, you know what, Zeke, tonight we're gonna do a show on Donnell Porter because he was the innocent kid in the situation that happened to have a brother that was in the street and a grimy ass uncle. You know what I'm saying? Um, just I respect all the comments, man. You know what I'm saying? You look at the things where you want to look at it. You come with your conspiracy theories of why I say do some of the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? It's all respected. You know what I'm saying? But before we get there, I'm just set this off with my guys from my project, Lessons and Projects. You heard? Shout out to the hilltop. My man Sonny, my guy Chiles. I'm Jen.
It's crazy around here right now. Let's take this trip and get out of here. Just me and you. Let's get it right. Let me take you to an island far from all this bullshit. There'll be no more pain or crying, fights or lonely hardships. Cause I just wanna see you happy right now, and I just wanna see you shining right now. Let me take you to an island and get us back to this good living shit. I just wanna know what you're feeling deep down inside. Just wanna give you that healing, clearing your mind. 'Cause every time I see you alone, you're always crying. And every time I tell you move on, you tell me you're trying. It's so sad around. Everything's wrong with you. Our son is near. I'ma let it set it. He said let me take you to the island. I just wanna know what you're feeling. From all this bullshit deep down here. There'll be no more pain or crying, fights and lonely hardships. Cause I just wanna see you happy right now, and I just wanna see you shining right now. Baby, let me take you to an island and get us back to this good living shit. When I stare in your eyes, I see us both young and in love, wine water of life, looking for both of us to evolve, a trip to divide. I see the gleam in your eye. We smile, we're excited, we can't hide it. That's so fly. Your kiss still electrifies. Your body is my temple. Allow my words to soothe and massage that mental. You're a vision of beauty, a goddess of perfection. Caressing those thighs for love, making session euphoric when we intertwine our sexual spirits. Cosmic orgasm translates emotions to lyrics. The power of having someone that you can trust at a time when human connection is such a must. Dealing with a pandemic, a time of uncertainty, a systemic society, still fighting poverty. Love conquers hate. Make no mistake, but together we can rise like cake. Love creates South Kuchara. Let me take you to an island. I just wanna know what you feel. From all this bullshit deep down here. There'll be no more pain or crying, fights and lonely hardships. Cause I just wanna see you happy right now, and I just wanna see you shining right now. Baby, let me take you to an island and get us back to this good living shit.
one thing about life for me, right? Even though I may not like a person, right? You got people that don't like Rich Porter, but who knows what the reasons. So no matter what somebody say, what they think might be in defense of Rich Porter, they're gonna always go against these weird narratives, right? But some things are just common sense, right? And if you don't use common sense, then that's why you see what goes on in this world when you're not using common sense, right? It's just like it's just like when a certain individual in my hood died, right? When he died, it wasn't hard to calculate. There was a situation, there was an argument, there was a debate. Somebody said something, they went and got something from out of town. One thing led to another, they wound up killing somebody. That was simple math. That wasn't a conspiracy theory. It wasn't about who was real or was fake. It wasn't like this really didn't happen. It really happened, right? And it all worked out to be opportunity because these guys left and some other guys got rich. You know what I'm saying? It's just because of Donnell Porter passing, people was able to get to a big bag. Again, you can't make paid in full, right? Without mentioning the Donnell situation, right? Okay, I booked somebody for 30 bricks. I say he was cheating me on points. I robbed him. I get super rich now. Now I'm El Conecto, right? Look how many people got to eat off of Donnell Porter's legacy. I'm not going to talk about what they was doing before that. We're talking about after Donnell Porter passed away. That's the legacy alone. Family members and everything. You can't make The Game Is Over DVD without going back into Donnell Porter's story, right? So that little kid, even though some people might have felt that it was about nothing, or he was just a kid, he was the benefit. He was the angel. He was able to put money in people's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Because if he doesn't get kidnapped, I mean, there's no fake rescue mission where, yo, son, I'm with you, and I get to ask you about, yo, son, was you getting over on me, and I don't get to rob you. You know what? Not rob you, but retrieve my proceeds. So, we're just dealing with reality, you know what I'm saying? Donnell Porter was an innocent kid. Innocent kid. Had nothing to do with nothing, right? Now, very interesting, Kevin Chiles. You may not know who Kevin Chiles is. You might know from Dawn Diva magazine. Who knows how you know Kevin Chiles, right? Crusader Rob is Kevin Chiles' homeboy, his friend, right? Now, Kevin Chiles never said, no matter what he said, he never said, yo, we warned Rich that these dudes got Donnell, right? But somebody else says, yo, Crusader Rob told us that such and such killed such and such. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm going to say is, a dead man can't talk, man. And when a dead man can't talk, what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? You know, a dead man don't got a voice. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes some shit be real, some shit be fake, some shit be, you know, you have to go, you have to go with the punches. But you have to go with what's reality. And sometimes reality might hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that shit might be some ill shit. Something just said, or boom, 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 or yo, he wildin', or boom, boom, boom. Nah, some things is just common sense, man. It's a dirty game. The drug game has always been a dirty game. It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game, man. When your uncle sets you up, you know what I'm saying? It's a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? And I think because people just don't like, you know, they got their personal agenda, how they don't like Rich. We get it. We understand it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get our feelings. It's just some things that's common sense, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't get 30 bricks off a nigga, of an individual. There's no way I get 30 bricks off a guy and then say the reason why, not because the 30 bricks that I got from him was because he was trying to achieve his brother. It's because, yo, he was getting over on me. He was jerking me. So that was my moment to get him back. I had time now. Come on, man. That's corny, man. That's snake activities, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in the middle of that. That was an opportunity. That was an opportunity. That's like robbing a bank. That's like robbing somebody, right? It's an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Now I never said a certain individual did had some was a part of Donnell's situation. That was a bunch of old dope fiend niggas that had a great plan. You know what I'm saying? Killing niggas. But, big with the but. The but is when you said dudes came to you and said this and the third, Preacher wasn't hiding from nobody. To my understanding, Preacher lived on 183rd and Grand Concourse. He was not hiding from nobody. His family wasn't hiding from nobody. I do not truly believe that individuals told Rich Porter that this man kidnapped or has something to do with your brother, and he did not send a fleet of shooters, if not himself, to 183rd and Grand Concourse. Preacher didn't live in the Hamptons. Preacher didn't live in Florida. He lived on 183rd and Grand Concourse. I don't think there's not that much fear in the world that would have stopped a man that has said, yo, he kidnapped my brother, knowing that this is these dudes' line of work, and not go over there with a bunch of gorillas and goblins and let's get crazy. Because Preacher wasn't hiding from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So again, when we have these conversations about thinking, it's just common sense. And sometimes it's nothing personal. There's nobody's, yo, he can't take this $1,000, take with the logic. It's a dirty game. We understand that drug game's a dirty game. We respect it. But there's no victim in the drug game. Now we're playing victim shit here. Yo, I caught 20 bodies and now they trying to say I did this. You wild, son. There's no victims in this shit. Now I'm supposed to pamper you. Like, yo, why dudes are saying this shit about me, son? You wildin', man. That's crazy, bro. Is this what the world that we keep talking about these young skinny jean niggas when we pampering grown ass men? So you telling me that some niggas that you know from your man put you on to something. This is your juice. This is your payday. What? How many? I don't know how many bricks. What? One shot? If he says his beat was over 10 bricks, imagine him having 30 bricks or 40 bricks. What? We on now. Fuck this nigga. It was an opportunity. It was an opportunity that couldn't be missed. Come on, man. But nobody want to take, the type of a kid. Like, don't put my name in that shit. Come on, man. If you think for 1 minute that Preaching them to eat off of those bricks, if you think that somebody informed them of a free bag, then you're just being fans. You're being fans. You know what I'm saying? My wife is from St. Louis. She's from St. Louis. She's been in City Island many times. She said, what's the cool? She's from St. Louis, where these dudes kill each other every day. She goes, that's cool. What's the coincidence of his little brother being over there and then him being over there on City Island? Out of all the places in the 5 boroughs to take a dead body, you take him to where his brother was at. But that's a whole other story, man, because y'all trying to lose me on this one. Yo, just at the third, because you're being fans. Maybe some of y'all don't like Rich. We get it. But let's deal with common sense. Yeah, he had nothing personally to do with that Donnell Porter thing. But when Donnell was dying, you know what I'm saying? Somebody reached out like, yo, son, there's a bag in this. Yo, son still want to get his brother. Obviously, even what they said, they dropped the note off, but they said the kid was dying, right? They passed a note off. This is what the newspaper said. They passed a note off. That's what the paper said. What the paper said. That's what the newspaper said. Hold on, let me get there. See, most of y'all wasn't even born back then, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hold on. You're gonna get there. You know, hold on. Now look. This is what the paper said. The newspaper. Ah. A kidnapped 12-year-old boy whose finger was cut off. I remember that. Had a McDonald's. To pay a ransom was found dead in a pile of plastic bags just days after his brother was killed. Right? A man collecting cans on a bike path on City Island discovered the body of William Porter, who was abducted December 5th as he walked to school. The boy's 25-year-old brother, Richard Thomas Porter, had refused to cooperate with the police to investigate the kidnapping. Detectives speculate he may have been negotiating his brother's release before he turned up fatally shot on January 4th. Not far from where William was found in the New York borough of the Bronx. A police spokesman lieutenant said William's body was identified Monday by family members, and an autopsy report on the cause of death was not complete. Detectives believe the boy was kidnapped for up to $500,000 in ransom money from Richard Porter, reputed by police to be a mid-level drug distributor who controlled several street dealers in Harlem. Now, when we say that means he controlled 7 major players in that little area that he was feeding. That means that you get rid of him, there's a new boss, right? It says that there was dudes under him that was getting some money. He was mid-level. No mid-level mid-level meant that he was somewhat next to the plug. He's the guy he was the face of the bag. The bag wasn't fucking with nobody but him. I don't care if how cool you was, who you grew up with. He got whatever price he got it for. He was doing whatever he was doing it for. Now this is crazy. The last contact with the kidnappers came December 10th when a woman handed a note to a child in Manhattan and told him to deliver it to William's aunt who lived in the area. Now it's funny because William's aunt, right, was fucking with, you know what I'm saying? The uncle. You see how narratives are created? You say a kid passed a note and all in all the note came from, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Johnny. You were here, pass that note. I don't think Rich Porter was as loved as everybody started claiming in Harlem. I truly believe that. I truly believe that people play off the narrative because the brother died and the money was given. But there was a lot of hate for him. And we see it now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Calvin? Mercer was popping. These were the Associated Press news reports. Now, we don't know he kills Donnell until Johnny, Uncle Johnny, assumes that preaching them is about to tell on him. So he decides, I'm going to tell my story. In the midst of telling his story, he mentions the little boy. But to give protection witness, that's why he said the worst. Because he felt that he didn't want to go to jail. Right? So here goes Johnny. Uncle Johnny. Johnny Porter. Here goes Johnny. People versus he. They know how it goes. Now he wrote a statement out the gate. The crazy part was this is 1996. Thinking about the time he got snatched. This is insane. So you tell me all these years he's sitting around the family, going to cookouts, eating big steaks, calling family members, and they don't assume that he had nothing to do with Donnell. That's one hell of a secret. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? But to be clear, I never said Alpo had anything to do with it, but he benefited off that shit on 100. And I won't be surprised if the initial kidnappers got a piece of the pie for the information. You know, you throw information to somebody. Well, listen, man, it's a free bag. Word, he got this, that, and the third. Yo, tell him to meet us over here. Boom. We don't even know who really killed Rich. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know who really killed him. How we know that he killed him? Because you said he killed him? We don't even know how little guy that killed him. We don't know who really, we don't know who smoked him. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who did it. Because y'all think that because Preacher would have had to say, because he told many other stories, that was part, you know what I'm saying? This is cousin, Uncle Love. Defendant John Porter moves this court to suppress his statements he made the agents of the New York County District Attorney Office prior to his indictment, arrest, and charges in the case. Porter claims that these statements were made only after the agents promised him that they would not use his statements against him. Oh, okay, so I'm going to tell you, so you see, he told a bunch of stories that he felt wasn't going to be used against him. He thought he wasn't going to get charged. Dope fiend shit. See? Dope fiend shit. Oh, yeah, come on, nephew too. Because he thought he was going to get charged for that. That came back to bite him. You know what I'm saying? He actually met with them. You know what I'm saying? And here go the weird part about this. This is weird. KPP contact earlier while investigating the murder of Donnell Porter, John Porter's nephew. One of the cops remembered him that became an agent from the situation with Donnell on 130th and 7th Avenue. The reporter met him at approximately 8:30. You know what I'm saying? Now, check what Porter says. Now, Johnny's story. Yeah, it's some deep shit, man. It's some deep shit, man. It's so deep, man, because hold on one second. Let's go. Let's go. Now, good old Johnny. Now, here go good old Johnny, good old Uncle Johnny. He, you know, tells a story. He goes, yo, we did that, this, that, and the third, right? But think about this. They didn't benefit off of this. This is weird. The little boy dies, but nobody benefits. Now think about what I'm about to tell you. These guys are merciless. They done killed famous names in Harlem. They done took it all from the best. Even that they kick doors in. Even people that might go, Zeke, you bugging, they're gonna sit here and go, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So you're telling me, King Flo, you're telling me that this is the logic here. We're talking about preaching or being involved. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna kill the little boy and we're gonna walk away from this without him knowing. We're not gonna let Rich Porter even know that we was involved. That's not how extortion niggas move. The extortion niggas, what they do is they prove their point. You think it's a game, you snatch something up. Boom. We want 100,000 for them. We're not playing with you. Every week we want 20, 30,000. That's not how that goes. This is not how this goes. You don't snatch kids up and you know what I'm saying? So we keep saying preacher and preacher and preacher, but you're telling me preaching them allowed Poe to walk away with 30 bricks that was given, allegedly. They say, right? Street rules, right? Streets. For Fritz. Allegedly. Rest in peace, Fritz. I give you 30 bricks to get your brother back. We don't get nothing out of this, but we're the ones that concocted this plan. If we don't snatch the little boy, you know what I'm saying? If we don't snatch the little boy up, there's no 30 bricks. Some things, man, you gotta stop being fans, man. A lot of times you dudes be fans and y'all just be fans. A lot of y'all wasn't outside. Some of y'all was smoking crack. It was rocking Sonny Blanco. I gotta say it slow to y'all. So you're telling me, because he doesn't say Alpo was involved, because he wasn't involved with their initial plan. He had nothing to do what they was doing. But it's just like you getting shot in the yard, right? When they say up top, the closest person to you will shoot you. Okay, boy, all right, bet. The little boy died. Salute. Okay, the young boy died. But okay, the young boy died, so why is the 30 bricks is still being negotiated when you know that the little boy is on his way out? So you telling me, same circles, we're just gonna let Alpo walk over 30 kilos of cocaine? That defeat the whole purpose of them snatching the young boy up. We're gonna let you get the bag though. You're gonna benefit from the bag. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the one that's gonna benefit off the bag. Like I said, I'm not saying that Poe was involved with it. They have no need to bring Poe up. Whatever Poe did, he did on the end. That's the funny part about it. What you just said, just maintaining 140. Nobody ever knew Preacher was involved. Nobody never knew. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Word to my mother, nobody. I never heard nobody say, yo, Preacher was involved until Johnny says it. Yo, boom, boom, boom. And then they say DVDs, and this guy said that, da, da, da. So I guess Uncle Johnny tells a story about the Donnell story and his telling, and then that's when all that started rocking it. Yo, was y'all involved with that? But we all honestly, Uncle Johnny was just a dope feed nigga that probably ran around them niggas, fed them information about other hustlers, and was in on something capers. Because it doesn't make sense, right? It does not make sense. We do for a living is kill and extort. This is what we do. Can't take that away from Preacher because that was his line of work, right? We're gonna snatch this kid up. This is what we do. We extort. One of our victims died. But in the midst of one of our victims dying, you come up not because you booked them on your own time. You booked them with him believing that he was gonna get his brother back. Some shit that we did. And we're just gonna let you get rich. We're gonna allow you to take millions. But the line of work that we are in, we do with everybody else. If them niggas come short with 10,000, they off the map. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the Preacher stories. Read the book. Read this case. They was extorting a lot of shit. A lot of famous things. A lot of good dudes died. 30 bricks? You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Sonny Blanco. Because it has to make sense here. Something has to make sense. The biggest winner in Donnell's death was Alpo. The biggest winner in Donnell's death was Alpo. You're telling me a crew of niggas that was not just snatching you up and killing you, but they was also sodomizing you. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but you may have gotten sodomized. And not for 1 minute at all, these guys let you walk away with 30 keys and go to DC and get all the money in the world. And you get big cars and you blowing. Come on, man. Some slammer. Something got to make sense here. So y'all basically gave Alpo a free bag, a free chance to get a free bag off of some shit that y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is... Like I said, Alpo had nothing to do with the initial plan. But the young boy began to die because there's no doctor. They cut his fingers off. We get it. The young boy started bleeding to death. He's not doing good. You know what I'm saying? Plus his nerves is twisted. He going through complications. Rest in peace, Donnell. But you're telling me that they're gonna go, all right, let's pack it up, let's cut him up, and let's throw him to the side. This is another loss. But yo, Fritz gets this nigga 30 bricks. Fuck it, they can keep that. That was their whole purpose of snatching them up, was to get 500,000. But we're gonna let you get the 500,000 because Rich was jerking you on prices and work. Yo, Buck, this shit is crazy, Buck. I mean, I'm not because at the end of the day, Donnell still benefited you dudes. You always were able to make the game is over, paid in full, countless documentaries. You'll talk about Donnell. They made documentaries on gangsters and all this other shit. So Donnell still equal the bag. They made a song "What's Going On, Black." You know what I'm saying? Over Donnell. So all y'all got a chance to eat off of Donnell. Even after his death, some of y'all ate off of those blood money, ate off of those bricks that he actually confiscated from Rich. And y'all want to sit and keep telling, you're not going to sit and tell a nigga that was outside, man. This ain't a slandering campaign. Nobody's paying the kid. It's just common sense. You're telling me that these guys read Preacher's indictment who've killed dudes for less and allowed another guy to go, all right, pack it up. We're going to let you get the 30 bricks. Yeah, whatever Fritz gave him, nah, it's good. I could pull a real one. You know, we do some Randy Love. We do real niggas, you know what I'm saying? Real niggas do real things. We respect all the game. Get the fuck out of here, man. Do you really think that Preacher was hiding? Even individuals I'm arguing with, that I may go back and forth with, they're going to sit back and go, nah, Preacher was outside. His kids was running around on 183rd in the Grand Concourse. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People that know him. So I just can't see that nobody loved Rich Porter to the point where Crusader Rob tells him this guy was involved with his brother's situation, and nobody thinks about going to 183rd in the Grand Concourse and light the block up with automatic ruses. Rich wasn't that hated, goddammit, you know what I'm saying? He had a stronghold on certain things. And the stronghold he had when he died, niggas began to eat. Everybody wasn't eating the way they probably thought they needed to eat in that territory. That's how the game went. That's how the game was. You have to be outside for that. Y'all think somebody's throwing slander and all this. Y'all crazy, man. I don't even care about it. So this gotta make sense, right? Preacher. Let's go on to Preacher. Exactly. It was an opportunity, Sonny Blacko. Exactly. It was an opportunity. It was an opportunity. He gave you 30 bucks to get your brother back? It's a go. I'm going to goon this. But there's no way that Preacher allowed him to goon that and he didn't want in, knowing that he created a situation for 30 bricks to be sent to the streets, bro. You know, nobody wants a kid on a jacket. So nobody said, yo, the police asked him. And he said the police asked him, right? Yo, about the police. Man, he didn't do it. He really had nothing to do with that. I just try to, my come up was the 30 bricks. I wasn't a part of their plan. See, Buck, making you think now, right? Because there's no way that Preacher, who, if we don't snatch Donnell, this man don't get 30 bricks. Okay, pack it up, let's go. Donnell's dead. Let's forget it. What happened? Yo, the streets talk. Somebody lose, yo. Because I'm pretty sure Fritz was pissed the fuck off that he just lost 30 bricks when Rich Porter died. Believe me, the streets talk. Yo, I can't get 30 bricks, son. Niggas killed him. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking. Get and watch niggas. Come on, man. So how is this a slam? This is just real facts. Yeah, you had nothing, because I think what people try to do is to create the word game. He had nothing to do with Preach's plot or whoever plot. But he was there to retrieve the work. So you're telling me that every time Poe came uptown, because Preacher wasn't in jail, yo, Poe, what's up? I knew you got rich off our bags, knowing that in the streets of New York City, these guys was putting pressure on anything that made $2. Their whole goal was 500,000. So we're gonna allow you to take 30 bricks out of town or 20 bricks out of town? Come on, man. We can't be a fan. We gotta take the fan glasses off and go, yo, some shit gotta make sense. Because after all the telling that, Mr. Healy did, everything involved the bag, right? People died over the bag. There's something called blood money, like blood diamonds. It's called blood money. There's blood money out there. It's called blood diamonds. You got blood money. Yeah. Yeah. But the weird part about this, Buck, is, Buck, this is the crazy part, Buck. Buck, this is the crazy part about this. The person who created the situation didn't benefit off of the bricks. Come on, man. It was a free come up that Fritz complained about. Yo, niggas stole the work. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Rich stole the work. Yo, niggas stole the work. You know what I'm saying? Some slammers in the building, man. Definitely shout out to Harlem, man. Shout out to Stinking Lincoln and all that, man. Shout out to my man Goldfinger, man. We here. You see, we here. I understand a lot of y'all may be, the God's friend. But the reason why I did this show in recognition of Donnell, because people have benefited from Donnell, from his death, man. From Dirty Bricks to making movies. So Donnell was a special person, man. He was a special person, man. Rest in peace, Donnell Porter, man. It's just fucked up that what happened to him. That went to go to show that had Donnell grew up to be an older individual, he'd have been a powerful motherfucker out here, man. It's sad, man. Bandito. Sad, man. You know what I'm saying? And one thing you learn about the game, man, is the game has definitely. I see dudes just pulling up, Harlem pulling up, man. See, Sonny Blanco, I'm gonna tell you something about the weight game. Definitely, everybody's here. We here. Harlem's here. Definitely, my Harlem niggas is here. Who don't put points on nothing? That's how the game goes. How you think dudes make money? That's how you make money. My connect tells me, listen, I got it. I'm giving it to you for 10. You on the corner. What you gonna sell it for? Front or not, I'm gonna still give it to you for 15, 16. This is how this goes. That's the game. You don't get no weight and sell it for that exact price you got to wait for. You listen to these niggas with their narratives. That defeats the whole purpose of hustling. I get a brick for 10. I'm gonna sell the brick for 10. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? Definitely watch you Jack and telecasters in the building, man. Harlem's up in here. Harlem's here. Y'all here, man. Shout out to my man Big Smooth, man. Shout out to Big Smooth, you know what I'm saying? We here. We talking about it. I know dudes that, shout out to Goldfinger, shout out to Irv, shout out to Woods, Egbert. We here. See, it's a connection here. The streets is a small world, man. Shout out to Queens in the building, man. Some things gotta make sense. That doesn't make that it doesn't. It makes sense when, okay, you snatch Donnell up, and I don't want to say they snatched him up. These guys would read, preach his case. You know what I'm saying? Read, preach his case. You read his case. See, a dead man can't speak, but I know the drug game. Like you, I don't know if you back in the days, right? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about the game, right? I don't pick up work. I don't pick up work for nobody. That's not how this thing goes. You call me or you beat me, or Zeke, I need 20 of those things. I go pick up 20 of those things. Not saying me. There's no, I got 20 of those things, but I want you to hold 10 more for him when he come out of town. Because nobody's gonna wait for that. It sounds smooth on a computer. It sounds smooth on the phone. Yo, because he gave him 10 bricks for me to hold and he was getting grimy. That's not how this game go. What? I want to ask you a question. In your years of hustling, did you ever do business like that? Where your plug actually hits your man and your man held the work till you got in town? That doesn't make sense. In any other ever hustle, did you ever call your connect and go, yo, go give my man that half a bird. Go give my man half a bird for me. Let him hold that half a bird. I'll be there next week. You know what I'm saying? You're spending big money and the nigga don't want to meet you. That doesn't happen like that, bro. That doesn't happen like that. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. That's in my years of business being around dudes that got money, that has never happened. I've never seen that happen. I never seen somebody hold work for somebody. I'm waiting for my man to come from back. I'm waiting for son to come back from out of town. You know what I'm saying? He'll be here next month. I'm holding this shit for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? Dudes got their own work. His story sound crazy. I remember when certain niggas from the Bronx, from the West Side Bronx, they was coming back to New York specifically to get their work. So I don't understand how this guy had this VIP treatment. It was like a VIP card to hustle, right? Like he had the golden hustler card. Like, I'm gonna swipe my card and yo, Papi. You know? Yeah, so when you paint the narrative round table. So then dudes that don't know the game, new generation, they see they going, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you paint the narrative. I never seen that. And I hung around with somebody, I knew somebody personally that was making $1 million a day. In his court papers, right? Niggas on my block was never. In my hood, he was never going. Dudes had to go, you know what I'm saying? The points went up, bro. So what is he talking about? That's business. But if it's your connect and you're spending $500,000, what do you need Rich Porter for? Now that's a question. That's the $1 million question. If this is your connect, your El Pluglito, what the fuck you need Rich for? If this is your plug. DC's 3 hours away from New York City. It takes me 2 hours on the train to get from Co-op City to Coney Island. So you telling me that you're telling me that you, the businessman, spending $500,000 on the Rio, instead of you going to see Poppy yourself, you're still going through Rich Porter. A dead man can't sell. You already know that, man. Nobody's. So I'm gonna have 100 keys sitting in my crib. I'm dumping my shit on the street. I'm gonna hold yours. God forbid police kick my doors open. They're not gonna catch you with my shit, but they're gonna catch your shit. My job is to protect your work when you get back into town. When this is your plug. Yo, man, these narratives that people create is crazy, man. And y'all go, you know what I'm saying? Nah. Oh, nah, 12 minutes, like 2 hours. My bad, King Flow, like 2 hours. On the train, it take like 2 hours, two and a half hours on that train. Hell no, 12 minutes. We gotta be on the jet, you know what I'm saying? Bro, you know what, Buck? Buck, you've been in the game for years. You know a lot of dudes. We've been around. We never heard no shit like that. And you actually grew up with Debo himself. Yeah, we ain't never see Debo himself. Debo himself ain't never pull a jack move and let somebody else benefit off his jack move. Oh man. But Zeke hating. Yo, he won't say, yo, Zeke. How am I? So you're telling me exactly. Let's talk about reality, bro. You're telling me that what's his name is, man? You know Debo himself. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna pull a jack move and go, but I'm gonna let them niggas benefit from it. I'm not gonna touch nothing on that. But my whole goal for the jack move is to get 500,000 out the deal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let you get 30 bricks out the situation, and I'm not gonna get $1 out of this. That's blood money, man. Nigga tell you anything. That's because Preacher didn't mention him. Why not? This is business, nigga. You ain't do that shit for us. Why would we mention you for? This is business. Business. Preacher might, you know what's so funny? That might not even have been a Preacher move. That might have just been niggas that was in Preacher's circle that had a great idea. That probably was just not even a Preacher thing. Like, word, that's what y'all doing? Bring back the money to the tables. Yeah. Because the plug, let me tell you something. When you spending real money, the plug going to meet you after a while. The plug is not going to give me work to hold for you. Now, what the plug might do is because I fuck with you and he see I get money, he might want to do business with me. So, what went wrong? Did Rich business with the plug went wrong and Paul caught beef with him? I'd rather nigga be honest. Like, okay, Rich fucked some money up, the plug was on his ass, and you know what I'm saying, the plug was coming at me funny, you know what I'm saying? Cause this shit sound like some real woolhead crackhead shit. You know what I'm saying? Is that what the real problem was? Did you put Rich onto a plug? Rich fucked that money up and you just got tired of carrying the weight on the situation and you approached him about it and Rich probably was like, nah, da, and your opportunity was, man, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That might be one. That I give him that possibility, but I'd be damned if a nigga said, yo, the plug said, yo, I got 100 keys for this guy, and you hold that in the stash, don't worry about it. He wasn't doing that. Poppy want his money now. That's how Poppy want. He want his money now. Those consignments is really serious. When you play with my consignments, somebody knocked on your door. You thought Donnell got snatched. Play with a nigga money in 1989. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Buck, I don't know who they think they fooling, man. This ain't no disrespect and no slander, but this is the people that's in my comments. I don't know if I talk too fast. I never said Poe had anything to do with the kid snatching, but he benefited off of that. But you telling me that he ain't get the heads up from preaching them or somebody in that little circle? I don't think, see, he made it sound like that. You know what I'm saying? See, a guy can come up with a great story. Yeah, that's his path, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? So something's got to make sense, man. I have not ever heard. I have never heard. Yo, what's your name anyway, bro? Cause I think you've been jumping this chill out. Like who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. Who are you? Say your name. So let me see if I remember you. Or what's your AKA? I might remember your AKA. Now, because a lot of niggas want to be Alpo fans. You're not doing the Alpo fans. We're gonna deal with logic and scientific logic. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We're gonna deal with scientific logic here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you allow a man to create a narrative. And niggas went with it. Mark. Okay, Mark. What block was you from, Mark? Because I don't remember Mark. The only Mark I know used to like DE3 and all that. He was a graffiti writer. You know what I'm saying? So when you say Mark, right? I was on the corners with, Black and all. We was outside. We was with Tone and the rest of them on 99 for Lex. So I gotta remember who Mark is. You feel me? You knew my man Carol. You knew Harry. You knew like who was you around on Lex? Mark though. You had a sister. Because on my block, there was some dudes to come through sometimes, some people. So I gotta remember who you are. You said Mark. So let me remember who Mark is. See, before I start shooting, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I was outside, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was fucking with, I was with my man Jose and all of them, you know what I'm saying? So if you know Jose, then you know, then the funny part is I don't know how we having this conversation. If you know Jose, then you know, it's crazy, man. I mean, he wasn't doing no dumb dickhead shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is, man. People want to hop on the YouTube thing. People want to get it popping. People want to edit that. It's not about that, bro. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Bingo. That guy, I never seen him make a free come up for somebody else. Nobody does that in the game. And see, I think because, you got people that, like I said, man, this ain't slandering, though. This is like rest in peace Donnell. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace Donnell Porter. It is slandering campaign. I don't get paid to do this shit. We're just trying to restore New York and keep the bullshit out. And people are looking at the town in New York like we clowns right now because we keep going with these weird narratives that sound retarded. Sounds crazy, man. Seriously speaking, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, man. You know what I mean? Sounds crazy. I gotta give you a quick intermission. So you just said those are all your dudes, my man Dave and all that. Come on, man. My man Dave O and all that, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And see, I'm not Sir Dick a lot. See, what happens is, and that's why I hate when people do this shit, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you a picture, right? I'm gonna show you a picture, bro. Now this picture right here, right? Yo, Mark, you know this picture, right? This right here is, the Hill Ho crew, right? They used to be on my block. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Green Eyes, you know what I'm saying? Scar, Tone Lopez, rest in peace. Freddie, you know what I'm saying? They used to be on my block. Bam, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? You a hilltop nigga, man. Be hilltop. Like you just mentioned the hilltop, you know what I'm saying? Because I think, this is what I hate. This is what I hate about when niggas be jumping online and yo, fuck, like son, this is crazy, man. Hold on. Because y'all want to be attached to Poe name. I don't get it, man. I just would have cut him off. I'm getting too much money for that. It was a come up. Now don't get it twisted. It was a bag. 30 bricks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? 30 bricks is a come up. know what I'm saying? That was definitely a fucking win. Rest in peace, my man Dave O. Mark, this my guy, Dave. Remember Dave, right? My guy Dave O. That's Hilltop, you know what I'm saying? That's my man Sugar Hill Tone. You know Tone, right? You was out there, those your guys, right? That's Sugar Hill Tone. Remember Tone? The MPV, remember the heck? Mr. Ford First Free Sugar Hill Tone. Remember that? Boom, that's me and him at he had a restaurant called the PR Sasson. I'm just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Because if you a Lex nigga, if you understand the real live realism of Lex, give me my comments like so you telling us that we were scared, that we would be scared of Alpo if he came through the block and jumped out? Facts. It's my man Wiggs. Remember Wiggs, right? Javier? Wiggs PT. I'm just my man Hakeem. Remember that? Remember him? So that's why I'm telling y'all dudes, man, y'all wanna jump online and y'all do that because y'all want to be on somebody's page and yo, I know that nigga, or you don't know the niggas I know. Yeah, they picked the wrong crew to get money with. Exactly. Remember this Tom Black. This is the man. Free my man Fire though. Fire was fucking with these niggas though. Tom Black chasing all of them. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Razo. That's Razo and his moms. You know what I'm saying? The upper part of the legs. E-Man was popping. You know, I'm just because when you say like dudes to be scared of this guy, I don't understand why. I'm from 99. Aunt White, the old white from Wash, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's all love though, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know what block you from. He seems to be up there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's White, my nigga Green eyes, and my nigga 8. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. This is Lex, 99 and Lex. This is 99 and Lex in 1992. This is Uno, Wiggs, Black, rest in peace, Carol. That's me. I came up on Rikers Island that day. This picture right here, it was FU92. I came on 1992 from up top, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not from up top, from Rikers Island. My bad, Rikers Island. You know what I'm saying? So, how I'm trying to clout chase Alpo. I was outside, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I was outside. You know what I'm saying? We're not clout chasing this nigga. And if you know about Lex, you know about the situation that happened on Lex with a nigga that was considered realer than Poe when they came to that murder game. I remember us ducking and dodging. Some real nigga shit. So let's stop this shit jumping online and oh, whoa, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to the whole East Side, man. We here, we in the building, man. Hilltop hustlers, man. That ain't Lex, you heard? Again, I don't have to pull out the mail, you know what I'm saying? I hate having to do that shit. Whole bunch of willing niggas in there. Come on, bro. These guys here, oh, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? But Donnell Porter was a casualty, but also was a come up for a lot of individuals. My whole thing was, like I said, he had to do with it, but his hands got dirty with that and got greasy with that. Because I'm not going to sit here and go, preacher who killed niggas for less. If they say preacher was involved. Because he doesn't tell on Poe, he had nothing to do with that. That was a free bag. There's a bunch of niggas that preacher did dirty business with. Let me tell you what niggas used to do, man. Buck know what I'm talking about. His homeboy, he just said, Hootie Bang Bang. We talking about Hootie Bang Bang. Dudes would go to Hootie and be like, Hootie, listen. Dudes would be like, yo, Hootie Bang Bang. I'm going to give you $5,000, $10,000. Yeah. Now you good. Hootie bang bang. Hootie bang. Now you good. Keep going. Have a side conversation. You can have that. You can have that. We're not zapping niggas and all that. We in the streets, man. Hootie bang bang. Exactly. As soon as he got snatched. What? I got stuff for you, nigga. Exactly. You know what time it was. It was a righteous, it was, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Spanish niggas back in the days. Do not believe paid in full that you had this happy-go-lucky Puerto Rican nigga that was just giving you what you want. Diamonds, bricks. Do not believe that. It was a dangerous time. Those Spanish niggas you was not playing with their money. They was not waiting 2-3 weeks for your money. If I was holding 20 bricks for you, I would have had to pay for the 20 bricks. There's no 20 bricks sitting somewhere. I'm gonna wait. Okay, the connect to give me 100 bricks to hold for you to come here in 2 weeks. He's just gonna wait patiently. That's how that shit go. No, they gave this nigga the bricks, and then whatever he had left, he finagle what he finagle. That's how this shit go. But you need a story. He was robbing me. That's why I killed him for. It's easy as saying you killed Rich than, yo, when I killed the nigga, I gave the kidnappers at least 10% of the proceeds because they put me on to come on, father, you telling me in the 1990s the Dominicans was letting niggas sit waiting for niggas to come from out of town. Like, yo, Zeke, hold 30 bricks for your man. I don't touch the 30 bricks. I'm just waiting for him to come back from out of town. No, foolish that shit sound, man. These shits is well calculated, fake ass jail. This is, yo, that sound crazy. This is what the nigga said. Not shit on you, Paul. This is you. I mean, nigga, let it down, man. We gotta clown you on this shit, man. You said that he was beating you on points and he was robbing you, and the connect was giving you were asking Connect why you don't bless me for, and he'd tell you he gave Rich the work for you. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not getting over on you. I gave Rich the work for you, and Rich do what he want to do. I never met a Spanish nigga that waited on me to come up from out of town. He goes, Zeke, I'm just gonna sit with this 8th felony. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. But Connect ain't doing no shit like that. I'm not supposed to touch him. I'm waiting till you come from out of town so I can bless you. Definitely shout out to the whole Sugar Hill, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mark, you know what I'm saying? He may know my niggas, you know what I'm saying? I just don't remember him, you know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to Mark, man. My nigga Yusuf, man. Shout out to Yusuf from the block, man. My nigga you know what I'm saying? It's the crew. Here go the crew, the Puerto Ricans. I was getting money with it now, you know what I'm saying? Malik and all of them. My man 5-footer, Green Eye Mike, you know what I'm saying? My man Junes and all that jums. Hilltop niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's my block, man. I'm bringing you back to the righteous killers. It's a nav, man. So when you say Zeke is on a slandering campaign, rest in peace, Razo, my nigga Spizzy in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Zeke is on a slandering campaign, my nigga Willie Woo, Scar and them, you know what I'm saying? Hill Ho crew. See, exactly, sweet. Exactly. Yeah. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Oh, you know my nigga Kwaku. Yes, that's my brother, man. That's my brother, Kwaku. You talking about Kwaku or Kwaku? That's my man, Kwak. That's my Kwaku, yeah. Definitely salute, bro. I mean, You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Quad Cool, man. As I said, I'm not gonna shit on you. I'm gonna go crazy. You know, we might really know these niggas, you know what I'm saying? But definitely shout out to the TWB, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Shop. Dude's my hood, man. It's my hood, man. You know what I'm saying? You remember Dave? Dave is Scar, man. The nigga Dave, man. Rest in peace, Dave, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how to go. Uh-oh, you mentioned it. They go rest in peace. Rest in peace, Dave. Rest in peace, Superman. That's my nigga H. That's my nigga Big Head. You know the flavor, baby. I'm throwing it back to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hilltop niggas, man. The guys, just take all the guys, Big Head, my nigga H. You know what I'm saying? The football player right there, my man. My man Sonny. The guy I played in that first track, my man Sonny. You know what I'm saying? My man Rod Clip, Rodney Shell. Hilltop niggas, man. We're all from Lex, man. Sav niggas, man. You know what I mean? It's I don't mind showing you. I don't mind showing you the facts, man. It's not about facts. It's about reality. I'm not trying to freestyle to you niggas. So now, as you're looking at this, and you're looking at the pictures, you look at the photos, going, "Oh shit." You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. I remember when them niggas when his mans did to a hitter. Not a nigga that got money, but a hitter. I don't remember those niggas ducking and dodging. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to Hilltop niggas, 99 Lex. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Little Ray. Let's go, party people. We here. Rest in peace, Donnell Porter, man. But there's no way you're telling me that the El Pluglito was giving him birds for you, and he's holding your felonies for you, so you get back in the town. And just even if you thought, even if this lie that you put together sound correct, he was flipping your concern. He was flipping your word. It was too crazy, bro. It was too crazy, bro. We street niggas. We street niggas. That wasn't your day one. You got money with the nigga for like one summer or 2 summers. He called you a couple of times. You had a conversation with the nigga like it was nothing. Alpo found it easy to say, yo, I killed Rich Porter. I think on the same tape. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I think on the same tape. I think on the same mixtape. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You getting no whip. Yo, when niggas be talking about niggas sit in the front, now I walk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. That's what I'm saying. He told you what he wanted to tell you. See, a dead man can't talk. That's one thing I learned from Brian Glaze. Shout out to Brian Glaze. Glaze taught me one thing. You know what Glaze taught me? He said, yo, a dead man can't talk. But one thing I'm going to say about Brian Glaze, he mentioned a story about a certain homicide that he caught. And he wasn't freestyling, bro. And that's why I said, yo, he don't be lying, bro. He told you about a homicide that he caught, that I know he caught. That he talked about it. That's how it went down, because he killed my man's sister. And I was like, damn, son, at least he didn't even freestyle, bro. Glaze don't be freestyling. You know what I'm saying? He don't be freestyling. That shit he be talking about is real shit. He was really bringing niggas out. But he, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to Brian Glaze. But that's what I'm saying. He ain't selling you an astronomical, fake story, remix shit that don't sound logical. Let me tell you something. Brian Glaze, hit him up in his inbox. Actually, with Fat Cat, let him hold 100 bricks for Supreme. You know what I'm saying? We don't trust each other. That takes a lot of trust. Let me tell you something. It takes a lot of trust for you to go, I want you to hold 30 bricks for somebody. I want you to hold 30 bricks for somebody. Right? 30 bricks. Shout out to Tutu. If you don't have to sing Tutu. 30 bricks or somebody. Don't touch it till you come back from out of town. I got him. You know what I'm saying? But the connect don't tell you though. He don't tell you like, yo, Rich got 20 bricks for you. He tells you, I'm surprised Rich didn't tell you I've been hitting him for you. That sounds fucking stupid when you spend $200-300. The connect is dealing with you directly. Okay, Rich might have picked it up if you asked him to do it. Yo, Rich, let's just give this nigga the benefit of the doubt. Yo, Rich, Jose said, or Juan said, go meet him over there. He got 10 birds for me when I come to town. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way in hell that you don't know that he's not telling you that he gave this man some birds for you. But you knew niggas go with anything niggas say, man. But one thing I'm gonna say about Glaze, man, that's what you want to say. He don't be freestyling. He ain't gonna sit and try to create a narrative like he the victim. He keep it real. Fuck it, I was a killer. I may have told the story, but this is what it is. Not, yo, I would have never did this if this ain't happening. Blah, blah, blah. Your biggest come up was Donnell dying, nigga. Y'all niggas is still eating off of Donnell. Y'all niggas is still eating off of Donnell. Paid in full. You can't make paid in full without talking about Donnell. And then your ass, because you killed Rich. Without the porters. Y'all niggas is still eating off of that. I tried to create a different narrative, the East Side story of you. Still eating off the nigga. Still finding ways to eat off of Donnell and Rich Porter. But he got over on you. He was beating you for money. He showed some unloyalty. You supposed to been say, man, fuck Rich. I ain't talking about Rich. I'm from East Harlem, man. That's what the fuck I was doing. You supposed to been create your own narrative. No, you still off the Rich Porter thing. And we know a bunch of niggas ain't love Rich, like his cousins and a couple of brothers and you know, a couple of niggas in the hood that, you know what I'm saying? R.P. Donnell, man. We gotta stop being fucking stupid tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Derek and Monty. Definitely Mount Dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everything in Washington, Big U. You heard? We here, man. We gotta stop being stupid. Niggas is still eating off a Donnell situation, bro. Facts. The realest one out of all you niggas. Glaze. He don't remix shit. He ain't playing the victim. He ain't saying I did this because of that. He deal with the streets. This happened because of this shit. I told son stop playing with me, that happened. He don't go, whoa, I did that to him. It's a dirty game in the streets. Stop trying to paint this picture like you was this innocent nigga. Again, please explain to the world. Please, we want to know. We want to know. Fuck it. You got your defenders, right? Tell your man up for debate the action. How did you walk with 30 bricks for some shit that y'all claim Preacher admitted to? Everybody go, well, Preacher said this and Alpo and them niggas. And Preacher, they get 10% of that? Mind you, the whole purpose of what Preacher did was to get some money out of Rich Porter. But you got all the money out of it, and there was not one issue between you and Preacher. Knowing that you got the 30 bricks because Rich was supposed to pay. Get out. Come on. Come on. I mean, let's deal with the facts, man. That's just a double O cheesecake, man. You good. You found a generation in media. These dumb niggas go with this shit. Some of these old stupid niggas go with this shit. But you know common sense, man. Some of y'all fans, it's business, never personal, man. You know fucking common sense. Niggas get mad, yo, like I told you, I don't remember. Uh-oh, let's go into the artifacts. Doesn't make sense, right? Preaching them, allegedly, as everybody say, because they admitted it, somebody admitted this shit, did it for $500,000. They don't get the money because the kid dies. But this guy gets 30 keys from somebody. They go pay for the kid. The uncle knows this. Remember, the uncle's in. So the uncle knows that Fritz gave this nigga 30 bricks. Or whatever he gave him. To get him back. Where's this gonna go now? Paul, good looking, man, for killing that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga. He was a piece of shit anyway. Yo, this shit's crazy. Yo, my comment section be crazy, man. Mind you, the uncle was in on this. So you're telling me the uncle knows because they didn't heard word from the family. Yo, Fritz and Dirty Bricks and boom, boom. Remember the uncle. The uncle and the aunt. It's the conversation. The aunt just telling the uncle. Not saying she was in on it. Yo, Fritz looked out for the nigga. Phone calls are being made. The young boy dead. What happens? He tried to get his brother back last minute. A word, he's on his... And you smoked the nigga. Catch 30 bricks. And Preach don't want $1 out of you? It sounds like you set the shit up. To be honest with you, it sounds like a fucking Alpo. It sounds like you put... If Preacher to get $1 out of this, it sounds like you put this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Because out of all the niggas that they done murdered, threw under the dirt, shot 50 times in the face, punched in the mouth, chased around Harlem, they let you get away with 30 bricks easily because you was cool with Randy Love. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Because you was Randy, man? You have a problem with you? Exactly. Exactly. Come on, man. Come on, man. You're telling me that, man? You're telling me. and you're lucky I'm not drunk. So you're telling me that Apple, the family member that's hearing everything, he did dirt too, but that's what comes with the streets, bro. You know, Rich Porter comes from the heroin era. So you know it was a dirty game that ever he came from. It was doggy dog, niggas, you know what I'm saying? We understand what he did in the streets. But we're talking about an auntie that was sitting around the tables, that was hearing the stories, telling Apple, even though she didn't know, the auntie, that Apple or, you know, the sister or the family members that was talking, Apple was in tune. What? Huh? 30 bricks, Fritz? Yeah, that fucking is. Let Poe keep that. That's nothing, man. That's all he cared about. You know, ain't never lied. But one thing about preaching, that defeat the whole purpose of snatching Donnell. If you're not gonna, if you're gonna let somebody else take the whole bank. So yeah, you got blood in your hands, bro. You do got blood in your hands, bro. Because you ain't killed. You didn't kill Preacher. You didn't attempt to kill Preacher. You did. Preacher opened the door for you to take 30 bricks. You could have robbed Richard any day, got your money back. Get the fuck out of here, man. You crazy? I've been thinking about this for months, and it finally hit me that when this shit happened, no. No. Why pay respect to a nigga that was robbing you for, bro? Why would you go to the funeral home and leave a note or right where the fuck you wrote? Why go? Why? He was robbing you. You killed the nigga. Because your conscience hit, bro. Blood money, bro. It had nothing to do with Rich Damn, son. The little boy, you know what I'm saying? Donnell was the innocent nigga in this. Exactly. He was the innocent one out of this. And I just played a part to this shit. A portion part to this shit. Because they put me on to Plan B. You ain't never, you know what I'm saying? You ain't never lied, bro. It's to the point where people were like, but Alpo was getting, but Rich was doing this. Like, Alpo's the victim. He no fucking victim. Hold on. I might get zapped for this shit, man. That's why I want to play this shit. You hit it right over the nose, bro. I'm about to go to an intermission, right? Exactly. He's still out here. Apple's still spinning the yard, somebody yard for all his stupidity. But he thought all his cooperation was to get him free. No, nigga. You're gonna spin the yard for the rest. You know what I'm saying? Here it goes. Now this is Kevin Chiles. Kevin Chiles, right? He does. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see if he says that they warn Rich. Let's see that. Kevin Chiles on flag. Shout out to Kevin Chiles, man. Kevin Chiles.
But you and Rich actually became friends at one point.
We did.
And you were actually together when he got the phone call about his little brother getting kidnapped.
Well, I wasn't thinking he beat me.
Okay.
Right? Because I had a situation that happened to me a year prior to what happened to him. Or what happened with his little brother.
With your mother?
Right, with my mother.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So, when we had become friends, because this is like 89, 90 now. So this is 4 or 5 years later, and at some point, him and I had became really tight over the years. And when the situation happened with his little brother, he beat me, and I remember it. I mean, you know, certain tragic things happen in your life. You just remember what you were doing that day, damn it, and what you ate and what you were wearing. But this specific day, I was downtown shopping for one
Shout out to Kevin Chiles, Vlad, DJ
Fashion
Vlad.
District shopping, and I got a 911 call on my beeper. So anyone, you know, present day kids don't probably know what a beeper is, but back then a beeper was a way of communicating, and somebody would need to leave a number and you would return the call. But anytime someone left the phone number that you was calling with a 911, it was understood that it was an emergency. So I remember sitting in one of the showrooms, and I received a call, and it was a 911 call, and I immediately got up and left to call him, and he told me he needed to talk to me. So I shot uptown, and I met him in the block. He lived on 32nd Street, and we met in a block of 131st Street between 7th and 8th, and he lived on 132nd and 7th. So he walked over, and we met, you know, midway in the block, and he started explaining to me what he understood had happened.
Right, because ultimately what happened was that his own uncle,
Right,
along with Preacher,
right.
had kidnapped his 12-year-old brother.
I mean, we all know that presently because
Presently.
of the information coming out, but then, no, we didn't know.
And they wanted how much? Like $500,000 or something?
Yeah, that's what it was stated to that bad.
And then to show that they were serious, they actually cut off his little brother's
The very
finger.
next day.
The next
After
day.
him and I, you know, he explained to me the very next day, right?
They cut off his little brother's finger. Darnell's finger, and sent it to him just to show they
Well,
were.
they didn't send it to him, but they left it in a McDonald's
Oh, wow.
on Broadway in 125th Street and called his house and said there's something to go look. And he sent somebody over there, and that's what they came back with.
How much of a mess was Rich during this time?
I mean, oddly enough, I mean, he of course, you know, but he was dealing with it. And some of the conversations that we were having was, okay, well, this is real, and we need to figure out at this point, because this happened so fast. I mean, from one day to the next day. So there was discussions of, well, how do you even pay a ransom to somebody who just did what they did? How do you trust whomever?
Yeah.
You know, so there was a lot of logistics that you had to make heads or tails out of. You know, so there was discussions about, you know, maybe we can put a bunch of money mixed with singles and whatever, you know. But again, I don't think it was so much as it was about the money as it was how do you do this? Like, you know, like it wasn't just a conversation with him speaking to his little brother. They had already cut his little brother's finger off.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to understand, like, again, and we talking, I'm 22, and he's maybe 21, 22 at the
Yeah.
time. So, you know, present day in 2020, people reflect on what they would do, how they would do it. Next time you in a room with a 22-year-old, have a conversation with them, and then try to in turn imagine negotiating the return of an individual that's been abducted and kidnapped.
Did the FBI ever get involved in this?
They did get involved. Shortly after the finger was brought to the house, because his sister, again, was even younger than him, which is Pat, you know, Pat, his sister. And she sort of just lost it, you know, and ran out the house and the law had got involved after that.
Okay. But his brother was never returned. They actually ended up killing him.
They did.
Yeah, they dumped the body somewhere.
In City Island. City Island is a part of the Bronx.
Okay.
Actually, not far from where Rich actually ended up.
Captain, did you make that?
You know what I'm saying? He beat him after. Now, did Kevin Chiles say, yo, we put you on to them niggas doing whatever they did to you? Did we hear this nigga say, yo, I know who did that to you, bro. We know who did that. Crusader Rob's friend. Crusader Rob, befriend, is Kevin Chiles. Exactly. Nigga tell you anything that sound good. It's a good narrative. Because he has to become the victim. Something that Marv Fax said. He has to stick to the story he told the feds. I did what I did to him because of this, that, and the third. Nigga's a piece of shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done. Now, who heard Kevin Chiles say that we knew Preacher had your brother, had your son, had your brother? Again, Crusader Rob won with Kevin Chiles at this time. That they're talking 1989, 1990, 90, all that. That's him and Crusader Rob. I don't see him telling Rich, yo, I heard it was Preacher and them. Did you hear Kevin Chiles say that? So how the fuck do Crusader Rob tells him that, but he's not telling you that? Like, yo, I know who did that. It's cool. Let's move. Come on, man. It's a dirty game, man. Let's stop finding excuses for these fake-ass victims. Yeah, because niggas is old now, bro. Niggas is old, man. A lot of niggas don't love you, man. You see how AZ was in the phone? Mm-hmm. Because he has to make it sound good. And not the victim like Rich was a piece of shit. He probably was a piece of shit, but there's just playing to that narrative like he was getting over on me. Okay? He got nothing to do with your niggas' dirty business. But best believe you did business with the devil. You see what Kevin Chiles just said? Preaching them, boom. Right? You heard what they just said. Everything you heard just heard what Kevin Chiles said out of his mouth. Right? So now you get the 30 bricks. And please don't get $1 out of that? Come on, bro. He didn't go up there, though. These niggas go with anything. Yeah, you're right. You're a real nigga. You real because you kept it honest with me. You don't know what the fuck he's telling you. How can somebody keep it honest with you if you don't know what he's talking about? He wasn't outside, man, for that. He wasn't around for that. But you gonna tell me, oh, I know a couple of niggas that know them niggas? Come on, man. Let's hear what Fat Boy got to say. Here goes AZ's turn of events. Here go AZ's.
What happened after Lulu got killed?
He was fucking with Pat. Hold up.
You know, it's other players involved.
He was actually fucking with Pat Porter. You know what I'm saying? This was his girl, his sister.
Other connections, mad connects running around. You know, it's mad connects, but after Lulu get killed, I'm not playing that hard no more. So I'm not even looking for that world. Rich more so got to connect now. You feel me? He met this cat from 12th Street.
You just heard that? He said Rich had a connect off of 12.
Fritz. Now Fritz was a black guy, and he got a lot of drugs, so he hitting Rich now. And Rich was selling crack now, and the crack game is much faster than the coke game. You feel me? He's selling bottles this fucking big for like $5 all night and day. That Rich making a lot of money. You feel me? Maybe double the money that I was making with the coke. You understand? So we in a whole nother bracket now. So that's so I'm not even looking to get 5 and 40 bricks. I could go buy me 1 or 2 from somebody that got it and just hold down my little situation. I'm not trying to be.
See, you hear that, what he just said? Rich caught the crack flow. They didn't. They were stuck still selling dimes of coke. So for every brick they bought, that might have took them 3 or 4 days, Rich was on brick 7 by Friday. Jealousy, envy.
You know what that was.
Well, why not just get out of it altogether at that point? I mean,
Because
you almost die. People close to you are dead. Clearly, this is not a fun and games anymore. You know,
it's more like.
You know what happened? Rich had it shaking. See, they were stuck. Remember, Poe didn't get really rich until he went to D.C. He was fashionable in New York with the coke, but when Rich went to the crack, Rich began to lock it down. What did I say? He began with the face. So all the new crack niggas is just like being the big homie. You come home, you got status. All these niggas is running to you. Yo, Rich, what's up? Because he's in that game. He's getting money 24 hours a day. We talk about Rich Porter. He's getting more money than these niggas. They got the dry mouth. Like he said, he got shot in the head. He's only fucked with a brick or 2. Rich is getting hit with 7, 8 of them shits. You know what I'm saying? Him and I'm gonna tell you something, right? And just to keep just to be clear, shout, you know what I'm saying? I gotta shout my niggas out. Poochie, I mean Poop Dogs, that's in Albany from Queens, Harlem, TSP. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Turtle, shout out to Peanut, shout out to my man Demas. We gonna be here, you know what I'm saying? Bernie Hot. I'm Big Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Goldfinger. Yo, like he said, Fritz was a black guy that was niggas' plugs. Shoe from y'all know, Shoe from uptown. You be talking about the block, side block. You on side block time right now. Y'all want it, y'all gonna get it now. He was in that rotation with Porter. When he was going out, yo, I'm talking about the first rotation I went to Albany, New York selling krills. When Smurf and them niggas was out there. Shout out to the 518. We had the laundromat and all that. When Carry On Ease was all that on Lock and Orange. You know what I'm saying? The airport dudes up there. Shout out to my man Prince Naylon, Lil Rock. You know what I'm saying? He was making money, son. And they wasn't making the money he was making. They was in 2 different lanes. Jealousy begins to happen. Envy. So I don't understand. If he just said himself, I wasn't in that lane with that nigga. Hold on. Let's get back to the story.
How would I put it, man? You still like nice things and shit. Keeping it 100. You feel me? You still want the latest car.
right.
You still trying to keep up with that shit. So
And there's no plan B.
nah. And then plan B, you got people robbing you. If you try to take your money and open up a restaurant or a skating rink, those people are worse than the streets because they know where you're coming from. So they ask you, well, you got to do this, and all that should be bullshit, but you're giving up your money, so it's really hard to really even get out the game.
Okay.
You really gotta go cold turkey, get a job and shit, and say fuck it.
Right.
You understand?
It's not like you had a whole bunch of money. You didn't have millions stashed away where you
Now,
could just
I
retire.
was good keeping it 100, but your bills is high.
Yeah.
You feel me? My mortgage and certain things is high. You feel me? So you maybe got a mortgage of $5,000 a month. So you don't want to, you know. But then it came after Rich died. That's when I, like, I'm done. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so how does Rich Porter get killed?
Rich Porter get killed. Let me share this with you, bro. I remember the night.
Now, mind you, we seen him get on the phone with the nigga who killed Rich Porter. We seen it. We heard it. We heard it all, right? We heard it all right here. We heard him get on the phone. Instead of him going, man, I'm not talking to you, nigga. I ain't fucking with you. Got on the phone with the nigga. Like they was long lost buddies. His only situation with son was, I don't like when niggas coming from the feds. We ain't love Rich, bro. You was jealous, nigga. Another jealous niggas. You was jealous. Rich created a crack lane, and he didn't bring your niggas with him. Y'all had to find other means to get money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine that you just said Rich was getting all this crack money, that the plug is going to be thinking about Alpo when the plug is getting real money from Rich. Because other than Rich getting money on his block, he's feeding other niggas in the prime of the crack era. When going out of town was nothing. You had niggas making out of town money in New York. Niggas got jealous, man. They was mad. They was envy. Rich wasn't letting niggas in. You see what the paper said? He had like 8, 9 niggas on the blocks. You don't know who he was really hitting on these major blocks. Put it like this. It sounds like Rich Porter in the crack era was the supreme of Harlem. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the day I had came to my mother's house, and Rich's sister was there with my mother and my family. And she told me that her brother, which was my girl at the time, Pat, she said my little brother didn't come home from school yet. And it was like 6 or 7 o'clock. I'm like, word? She said, I'm gonna run to my mother's house to see what's going on. I was like, man, that's crazy. I'll be there in a minute. I had to do something. And when I was finished, I went over there. Rich was there, and his sister was there. His mother was there. And I remember Rich, his leg was shaking like he wasn't saying nothing, like, what was going on? And then the phone rang. And he told me, like, yo, come in. And he was talking, and he was saying, like, yo, we got your brother, blah, 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 blah. And we want $500,000, boom, boom, boom.
Rich Porter's brother.
Yeah, this is
Little brother. How old was he at the time?
13 years old.
13 years old.
So, Rich was like, man, I ain't giving you shit or whatever. I ain't got it, man. And they hung up. And Rich was like, yo, you heard his voice? And I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And he was like, like upset. Then, Rich being Rich, he mad and he really want to find, who the fuck is behind this. And he started calling cats. I think he called his cat. And at that time, they didn't have ID for the phones. But this cat had one. I think like when they first thought he had one. So he brought the ID to the house and they was waiting for him to call back, but the shit didn't register. And when they called back, they say, you think it's gonna be this? You think we playing? Whatever, go to McDonald's on 125th Street, motherfucker. There's the package there for you in the bathroom. So Rich sent somebody over there, I believe, and they came back, they didn't see anything. So he sent somebody back over there, and they came back, I think, with a coffee can with Rich's little brother finger and a tape recorder with his little brother crying, pleading for his life. You understand? I believe that Rich sister, she ran out the door, fuck everybody, to the precinct. And that's when the police got involved. And they sent people over looking like me and you, walked in. I think whatever they did to tap the phone and wait for the phone call, but they never called back. To me, I felt right then it was somebody within the circle. Yeah. Because they know exactly every move. You understand? And which we find later on, it was Rich's uncle that kidnapped his little brother.
Rich's uncle kidnapped his nephew.
Yes, sir. His mother's brother, yes, sir.
In order to extort Rich
for $500,000.
For $500,000.
Because he's there on the set. He see how much money is being made.
Yeah.
So you can't lie to him that it ain't there. So he knows what's going on.
Why didn't Rich agree? Give him 50,000, 100,000, something.
He did after they called back again. All right, we're going to get the paper for you, no problem.
Yeah.
The police is involved now.
Okay.
After the finger.
So there was no.
You understand?
Yeah.
But he knows now. So to me personally speaking, I don't know. But after the police got involved, they might have panicked and they had to kill the little boy now.
Yeah.
But Rich man, Fritz, he come to Rich rescue like.
I got you.
Yeah. Boom,
You hear this?
Give him this. If they call back. Give him 30 birds.
Real shit.
Right? So they never call back, but the uncle's on deck, he's seeing this.
You know what I'm saying?
Now he
Yeah, listen.
like a letter came to the art house. Because he worked those 30 birds, man.
I just told you, didn't I say that? Didn't I just tell you that? The uncle, the aunt, he see what's going on. He's on the inside. He hear 30 bricks. You telling me Poe ain't feed them niggas, bro? You got blood in his hands,
So the letter
nigga.
come, yo, look, he said the letter. Rich read the letter, but Rich passed the letter to the feds, to the police. So now, he was supposed to meet at a street phone, and they was gonna call it street phone. The feds, Rich don't wanna go. You feel me? They dress up, I think it might even have been Pat to go to the phone, but dressed up like a boy, I believe. Not to go answer the phone. But the uncle on deck, he knows the phone never rings.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how wicked and how deep the game is, bro. But nobody noticed. But in me, I didn't know it was him.
You know, someone.
But someone.
And they killed the wrong nigga.
It's recount.
And they killed Stan, bro. They killed Stan, bro. Y'all killed Stan. Stan didn't have to die, man.
You know, every move.
Right, so the uncle's hanging out with y'all,
Yes, sir. You're in the
watching
mix.
all this
You're
happen.
in the midst with them, yes, sir.
And what, he had like a group of his guys basically with,
Yes.
with
Yes,
the
sir.
little boy?
Yes, sir.
And he's going back and telling them,
Yes,
like,
sir.
okay, this is going wrong.
Yes,
You guys
sir.
are involved. We're going to have to
Yes,
kill
sir.
the boy.
I think he was already, personally speaking, I think he was already dead.
But he did.
Killed them, wrapped them in 14 garbage bags, and left them up in Orchard Beach.
That's the
So now, Rich got the 30 birds. He called on Poe, because he can't move, he can't touch nothing to help him get rid of it.
Right, because the feds are already involved.
They ain't
Yes.
around, you feel me?
Okay, and they find the police find the body.
They didn't find the body yet.
Okay.
The boy missing.
Boy's
Nobody
missing.
knows we were down the house for about a month.
Oh, okay.
About a month. Nobody knows. So, he wound up calling on Poe, help me get rid of these joints. Da, 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 da.
That's a Poe.
How would I put it? The situation is nasty. Poe know it's nasty. Everybody on panic mode. Feds involved. They question it. Who's who, what's what. It's coming to an end. Game over. It's coming to an end.
Yeah.
I guess so everybody looking like, yo, how I'm gonna get out of this shit? I look at it like there's an opportunity for me to get out of this shit. Rich gets murdered. Poe get off with the birds.
Rich gets killed.
Yes, sir. Poe kills Rich. Poe, I believe, walk away with the birds. You feel me?
At the time, how much was,
Now-
was a brick of cocaine going for?
At that time, I believe the prices had went up to about 25 around it.
Game over, nigga. For all you Alpo fans, game over. And you're telling me, unless this was an exclusive, now there was a beef between him and Fritz, but Fritz wanted passing away from his physical situation he had going on. You know what I'm saying? Fritz didn't get caught up in that. But Poe was in D.C. for a long time. Don't get it twisted. Poe was getting shot at. They was shooting at Poe when Poe came uptown. I ain't gonna lie to you. There was a bunch of stories. Poe wasn't running around New York the way he went around New York right now. And that's a fact. He was not running around New York the way he went around New York right now. When that shit happened. You know what I'm saying? These is factuals. Old niggas will jump on here like, nah, that's right. Poe tried to come to the Rucker. Niggas was trying to kill that nigga. Know what I'm saying? You hear me?
John? Okay, so let's just do some math here. 30 bricks times 25,000. $750,000.
Yes, sir.
So you're talking about maybe $1.5 million, $2 million
Yes, sir.
worth of cocaine in terms of the street value.
So you telling me. So now you're telling me. So you're telling me. Yeah. Copy. So what you're telling me is, telling me is, yeah. Appreciate and eat off of this. My whole response is because of his fans. You know, the nigga was getting them, whatever case may be, whatever it is. But you're not gonna sit and tell me you walked away with 30 bricks and Apple knew you had 30 bricks and you coming uptown and Preacher didn't want not 1% of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Let's get back to the story. Shout out to Ace.
You know how he kills him?
I don't know. I didn't even know he did it at the time, personally speaking.
So,
See?
but Rich ends up dead.
This is what happened. We was playing ball on the east side the night that Rich died. Me and my friends, late at night, we played ball for a few dollars and shit. And we hear some gunshots because of the highway. But we don't think that is me. It's like, damn, somebody just lost their life. This is what we just say while we was playing ball. All right, so we come back to the block, go to the store, get some water. It's like 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. And the Suzuki Jeep was creeping round the opposite side of the street. Now look, I'm like, damn, it look like Alpo in that car. I just waved my hand. He waved, swung a U, came around the block, pulled over. And he was like, what's up, man? And he had scratches on his face, like deep scratches in his face. I'm like, damn, what the fuck happened to you? Well, the scratches looked like he was still bleeding. And he was like, now my girl, man, DC, man, We had a fight and shit. I'm like, wow, damn, you don't heal easy because you look like you still bleed. But we, blind to the matter of what took place. So this cat that drove past, he was like, oh, who that? It was this cat. He goes, oh, that nigga owe me some money. I'll be back. So he jumped in the car. He had some other cat with him. I didn't even know who he was. He jumped in the car and he drove. And he followed the dude. So, after that, this girl had walked up on me. She was like, what's up? I was looking for you. He said, what's good? You gonna hang out with me? I said, all right, no problem. But I said, let me go home and get a change of clothes first. I said, you drive. She got to give her the keys to the car. So she drove. I lived down the block at that time. So she drove down the block. My man and them, they got in their cars. They pulled off and they left. And when we pulled up in front of the building, I got out the car, about to walk upstairs. Alpo pulled up in the car. I was like, yo, hey, come here for a minute. And one of my friends had pulled up on me. He said, yo, hey. He was like calling me. Both of them was calling me at the same time. And my man was like, yo, hey, it's important. So when I went to him first, I told Paul, I said, 1 second. I went to him, he said, yo, dog, don't go over there. I said, why you say, yo, that nigga was in the cut, like, laying. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I said, all right. So I said, give me a minute, Paul. I went upstairs. You understand? And I came back down. I didn't know what was going on. But when I came back down, he wasn't there. So I got in the car with the girl, and we drove to the Bronx. And when I drove to the Bronx, we had beepers back then. My beeper was going off 911, and it was my mom's calling me. So I went to the phone, left her in the car, went to the phone, called my mother. She was like, they found Pat's brother. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But in my gut, I already felt that Donnell was dead. So I'm thinking she was talking about Donnell at the time. And I was like, damn. So right after that, my beeper went off again. It was Pat calling me. And I was like, I'm going to call her right now. I'm going to hung up, call Pat, which was her sister. She crying, right? I was like, I heard. And she was like, yo, they killed Rich. I was like, what? And like the phone dropped. And, I don't know, man. It's like I seen Alpo standing right in front of me with scratches on his face and shit. And I didn't even pick back up the phone, bro. I walked to the car, got in the car with the girl. She's like, everything all right? I said, yo, let's go to your house. She said, I'm going to go get something to eat first. I said, all right. And I didn't say anything. Went in the house, got in the bed. She, listen, take some money. Just leave me alone. Yeah. Let me stay in this room. Because my mind was, I'm crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on?
You're paranoid. Yeah.
I woke up. I went to sleep. I maybe woke up like about 3 o'clock the next day. Drove to the block crowded. Everybody crying and shit. I'm like, wow, man. This shit really. As soon as I pull up, Alpo pull up. Like, he crying. What happened? And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he just went back to his car and got in his car and left. And that's when I knew, like, wow, man. That's when I knew. Before people knew, that's when I knew, like, that he did that to Rich, man. You understand?
But if he's saying that, why, when you felt it in your heart, when he called that thing on the phone with K-Slade, you hopped on that phone like that? These niggas be sounding fucking retarded, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you felt that day, there's no way that he can call you be like, yo, get on the phone. Yo. The way he posed, man, put him on the phone. He was a little nigga, son. Let's bring you back to that phone call. Now, he just said in his heart he felt Poe killed his man, right?
just the murder thing is just in the game is just wicked. That's definitely not. Those two definitely don't mix. But that's what some cats, that's the only thing they respect. That's the only thing they respect. But hey, in a healthy, there's something up, man. 'Cause I think I came at you a while. I came at you. I talked to you for a brief minute once before about the Fed magazine. Just help me out, man. You got to help me. A lot of cats came at me about your article. That's cool with me. But like, yo, why is your man making you seem like you was some flunky to him, man? Now, why did they get that impression, man?
Why did they get that impression? Or they was a
You
nigga?
read the article, they was like, they came at me and said, yo, Abe really tried to make it seem like you was his flunky.
A nigga looked at the read the article and what it was worth, and you know how they try to steer it up whatever they wanted to be is gonna become, and they thought. So they hit you with that. We here talking right now. Do you think it was like that?
But no, you know what? I knew I was, like I said in my article, I knew I wasn't your flunky. I knew I had a position, and that's the position I played. You was a good dude. I don't
even be thinking about making a nigga funky or talking like that to a nigga. I look at it like this. A nigga come to me and I know he about getting paper and I see he about getting money. I'm like, yo, here, take this, bring me back this. Let's eat, man. I'm not trying to be nobody or never was. Here, take this, give me back this. And let's keep it cool.
That's what I used to.
And niggas was getting it like that. But the prices that nigga was getting for, nigga couldn't touch it, bitch.
Now, mind you, what he talking about, Rich was off to something else. Now, you understand what I'm saying? Poe was fucking with A, but Rich was someplace else. Exactly. To a nigga you felt who killed your man. You just said that on Vlad. Exactly. You having a conversation with a nigga like blah 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 blah, but you felt he killed a nigga you grew up with. You know what it was? Rich was in your nigga's way, man. Point blank. You put the stories together. You and him as bosom buddies, my nigga. You, Poe from the east side, you ain't go up with the nigga. You put the nigga in a position. You heard what he said? He felt like he works for you. He didn't work for Rich. Rich had his own lane. Y'all was a crew, but y'all really wasn't a crew. Y'all just a bunch of niggas that hung out together and popped bottles together. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Mind you, heard him on Vlad. Yo, in my heart, I felt Poe did it. So how the fuck you on the phone with a nigga Forster? You know what I'm saying? You was on the phone with him, like we all forgot. You scared to death of this nigga. When that was being painted, man. Too dominating, bro.
I don't know why. Richard never found out why, but you know, there's nobody. I'm gonna get him, and I guess he felt.
He said that to you?
No, he said that to somebody up there. That to Rich.
And Rich didn't follow up on it.
Yeah, he didn't follow up on it. He just said, you know what? I know he's jealous of me, and that took place with Donnell, and then we stepped to. I don't know if you remember the cat who say to Rob.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, he came. He got at us. And that whole thing was going on. He said, look, and I remember where it was at. It was on 156th Street, up by the cash there. He said, yo, check this out, man. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Preacher, the uncle, he got something to do with your little brother. And we took that information, and that's when Rich was going to grab him, but other things happened. But he definitely came back to him. That's the uncle. Had something to do with it.
No, nigga. You see? Where you fucked up at is Kevin Chiles never said that. For y'all that don't know, Crusader Rob was fucking with Kevin Chiles. Crusader Rob is the reason why the situation happened with Kevin Chiles' mother. Because when he went and snatched Crusader Rob's girlfriend, she went to, yes, 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 for all you Alpo fans.
He got at us when that whole thing was going on. He said, look, and I remember where was I? I was on 156th Street, up by the cab stand. He said, yo, check this out, man. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Preacher, you know, there's nobody. I'm gonna get him, and I guess he felt. He said that to you? No, he said that to somebody up there. That's Rich. And Rich didn't follow up on it. Yeah, he didn't follow up on it. He just said, you know what? I know he's jealous of me.
So, before I get there, why would Rich Porter Peoples, if they told Rich Porter this, right? Why would Rich Porter's Peoples have conversations around Apple or something that's associated with Apple, knowing he fuck with Preacher about 10 bricks being dropped off, if you know that these niggas is involved with your brother?
And that took place with Donnell, and then we stepped to
blood on his hands, nigga. Goonies, nigga.
Yeah, I remember that. Brother with Kevin and them. Yeah, he came.
They posted some fake $2 shit. Remember that shit she said? You all went to niggas who could tell. But, Poe, do we all forget that Crusader Rob was locked up with Tom Cross and the niggas shook out? So why the fuck would he? Well, so why would Tom Cross pay you 10 to get a nigga to touch Tom Cross when Crusader Rob was locked up with the nigga and he got at Tom Cross?
He got at us when that whole thing was going on. He said, look, and I remember where was I? I was on 156th Street, up by the cab stand. He said, yo, check this out, man. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Preacher.
No, Crusader Rob, he ain't tell you that. Those niggas told you that. You threw Crusader Rob name in there because you know Crusader Rob name was involved with the Kevin Chiles shit. You know Crusader Rob fuck with Kevin Chiles. Kevin Chiles would have said that, bro. Kevin Chiles would have said, yo, we knew what was going on. Why the fuck? What did Kevin Chiles say? When that shit happened with his brother, he beat him first. He beat him. So why in the fuck, if Kevin Chiles knew who took his brother,
He got something to do with your little brother. And we took that information, and that's when he was gonna correct him, but other things happened, but he definitely came back to him that the uncle had something to do with it. But they wanted to keep the focus on me, but I guess the whole thing was going on with Richard, but they kept the focus on me. They even had people fly down to D.C. from New York to see me. Like, yo.
you know what's funny, man? Do you understand what that man just said? You know what he just said? They told him, right? Boom. AZ says the phone calls. He threw a shot at A and said A gave the Fed some information, right? Apple knew was 30 bricks on deck, right? The little boy died. The little boy can't come back alive. It's over. This nigga take it too long. The feds, police involved. It's you know what I'm saying? Rich finds another way of trying to say, I'm gonna get my brother back. Like they said, Fritz jumped out the window, I'm gonna give you 10 bricks. Rest in peace, Fritz. He knows this. Yo, Paul, we need you on this one. You're gonna act like you got some information where you know his brother's at. You're gonna kill him. You know, you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do. He probably wasn't even the one that killed him. It's probably one of them niggas. Who knows who really did this shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want our percentage, you take your percentage. Real talk, man. So you had to do with Donnell initially, but you got blood on your hand, my nigga. You got blood on your hand, bro. Because your lies, all your lies are not calculating. Somebody had to be telling the truth. A keeps saying he thought you did it, but he on the phone with you like he's scared to death for you. You're saying Crusader Rob told you, but when he called Kevin Chiles know what the fuck you talking about. Y'all come up with kind of plots and plans on how to get over on these niggas. At the end of the day, that man lived on 183rd in the Grand Concourse. Nobody went up there to smoke nothing. There was too much crack money. One thing I learned in this was, while y'all stupid niggas was selling cocaine, getting a little bit of money, Rich Porter caught the crack flow. Y'all was mad because y'all wasn't in his lane. So now I can imagine you having a connect. You heard AZ. I might buy a brick or two. Rich was off to the races 24 hours a day. Y'all was on two different lanes. Rich is hitting other niggas. Rich is probably seeing 60, 70, 80, $100,000 every day. $500,000 a week. You're just making your little money. That's why when niggas booked your ass, you ain't have, you know what I'm saying? Niggas did what they did to you. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. So, I gotta go to work tomorrow. For all you people that's gonna have a bunch of comments. Definitely a backdoor dude. Can't tell me that he didn't give preaching niggas $1. I don't give a fuck if they didn't say any indictment. That was his business. He had to do with it, but 30 bricks, what they do up north? Yo, I need you to shoot him. We need him to get touched. Who can touch him? The closest nigga to him. Spin a yard with him, shoot him. So, what's the difference from a nigga in the street thinking like that? You the closest nigga to him, bro. He got 30 bricks. Act like you're gonna be some DC niggas. Yeah, link up together and boom. Give us our little, because at the end of the day, Preacher wanted 500,000. You heard what he said? In New York City, 30 bricks is 750,000, right? Out of town, 30 bricks is 2-3 million. With that being said, man, add the math up. And out of town, a brick is 30 bricks is what, 50, was at that time $50, $60 a gram? 60 a brick? 50, 60 a brick? Yeah, he had him killed for a whole nother purpose. Greed. Greed's a motherfucker, man. Exactly. It took Rich to die for niggas to get paid. With that being said, man, I'm tired. Shout, no, rest in peace, Donnell Porter. I did this show out of respect for you. Your uncle's a dirty bastard. Poe, we're not going to say you had to do with it, but you definitely got you got some blood money, bro. You got some blood money, because I can see if you did I can see if you did what you did to Rich before the whole situation, but you didn't. So that's blood money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You was just as involved. You're just as guilty as the niggas that killed Donnell, bro, and you're still trying to eat off the swag. Your niggas is just as guilty, man. It's dead wrong. That young boy is that's crazy, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you what fixed your lie. If everybody knew Preacher and his crew, why Stan had to die for? Why Stan died, bro? Oh, nah, because they said because. And you know what? I'm gonna get a copyright strike for this, right? But y'all need to hear this, right? Before I go. Rest in peace, Donnell Porter, man.
Video music box continues with a make it or break it. Mob style. What's going on, Black? Thank you. See y'all just come out tomorrow, all right?
I got something to say.
The homeboys from around the way. What's going on? What's going wrong? Knocking each other off word is wrong. Stop the violence, must live in peace and silence. I come to solve the problem. What you talking about, eh? 132 Harlem. Searching for crack, 12-year-old kid kidnapped. What's going on, black? I don't know for sure, but Prince ain't go out like that. Yeah, cause he was too clever. He kept the nine the best underneath the leather. It had to be someone he know. Yo, hey, you don't know for sure. It could have been like Curly and Mo. Forget that. It had to be someone he trust. Cause I know for sure my man Rich was once off the coast. He was known from coast to coast to get paid. From way back in the day, he was a good guy. He always thinks fly. Whoever in the world thinks living rich should die.
You see what I'm saying? Niggas killed Stan. What they killed Stan for? They killed Stan. Because they assume that Stan has something to do with Donnell. But if your news, Apple, preaching, everything else you saying, why? Come on, bro. Like, blood is on your hands. You got blood diamond money, nigga. Come on, bro. Stop being foolish, man. Stop all of the stop it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to come up with an East Side story for you. Stop all of the stop. Kidnapped. What's going on, black?
I don't know for sure, but Prince ain't go out like that. Yeah, cause he was too clever. He kept the nine the best underneath the leather. It had to be someone he know. Yo, hey, you don't know for sure. It could have been like Curly and Mo. Forget that. It had to be someone he trust. Cause I know for sure my man Rich was once off the coast. He was known from coast to coast to get paid. From way back in the day, he was a good guy. He always thinks fly. Whoever in the world thinks living rich would die. But it's over. Time to get sober. But it may take a while. 2 weeks later, I found my heart another pile. Stan, my man, yo, I don't understand. Word, amen, goddamn. Got looking out in the same block I'm talking about. Nobody even heard him yell. Scream and shout. Hey, chill, man. Need that for the crowd to figure out. But it's cold. 2 funerals in a row. Not trying to save my man Stan. Wasn't bold. He was a type of brother that wouldn't hurt a soul. They found Rich. It ought to be. They found a little brother matter 2 to 3 weeks. It's getting real deep. I can't even sleep. It seems like a nightmare. The whole
died. Myra, Joanne, and Charlie C. Why you had to take them when you couldn't take me? Bloodbath in 87. I knew I was dead. I felt myself going to heaven, but I learned from my mistakes. That's how I died. God opened up the gates and let me in, so I could be at peace with my friends.
Facts. Yo, shout out to Marv Facts for the $5 donation. Definitely shout out to him to the Cash app. You heard? To the Money app. You know what I mean? Money making, money making, money making, money making, money making Manhattan. It's a fact. What you just said. It's a pure fact. What you just said, Brose. It's a fact. It's facts. What you just said. You know what I'm saying? If AZ knew Poe killed Rich, why did he return the favor if Rich was his man? Because Rich started getting all the money. Remember, Rich, you see what he said out of his mouth. Rich was getting the crack money. So basically, Rich was doing 4 or 5 bricks a week while he was doing his 1, 2 a week. Envy, anger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Andre, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Put $10 cash app, you heard? To the Money app, you know what I'm saying? Because love is unconditional, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the game is about, you know what I'm saying? Just showing that love, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to the Cash app. The Cash app is on. The Money app is on. You on money time, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it confused. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I know a bunch of team polls, they mad, they upset, they gonna be in my comments with crazy, fuck you, Zeke, you know what you talking about. And I respect it, man. But the facts is the facts, you hit on the nose. If you felt Poe did it, how you on the phone with the nigga like, yo, you scared of that nigga, son. But one thing that Poe said, I'm gonna tell you what's funny what Poe said. Poe sounded like he worked for A. Am I right though? He never said like, yo, you made it sound like A was like I was hitting you. So more or less, it sounded more like Poe was hustling for A, but you know what I'm saying? They probably was a crew, you know what I'm saying, they together. They getting money with the Grizzlies, but now the crack shit hit, and I think Rich Porter transitioned to the crack. Remember when crack first hit, niggas was making $1 million. So now he's seeing, yo, you saw he said like, you can saw the bitterness in his AZ voice. He had this shit like this. He was killing them. But that was Rich Porter's lane. He got cool with Fritz. Fritz was the man. Fritz had to connect. Here, take 30 bricks. Exactly. So it sounds like there was a dysfunction in the crew that they tried to act like there was one family. They definitely wasn't one family, man. Alpo worked for A. Rich was doing what Rich do. But there was a team when they went to the club and pop bottles. That's where the envy come out. Like, yo, your man getting on the crack money and that shit is slow. That's why Poe went to DC. Because you see what AZ said out of his mouth. Yo, while he was getting all the crack money, I was just doing my little thing. It wasn't slow instead of third. I was getting money, but them niggas was getting to the top. I ain't gonna front, Rich caught that flow. And then he probably, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and killed him. So the smoke came when it first hit. Think about anything that first hit. Then you got niggas coming to see him for Grizzlies. That's why Poe's story don't make no sense. Your man had the Grizzlies and he had to get his coke from Rich. He said, oh, Rich. And Rich had a hold, charging these niggas. See, niggas probably felt like Rich should be showing love. He wasn't showing no love because he getting hit with consignments. Whatever business him and Fritz had, think about it. For a man to give you 30 bricks just to get your brother back, that means that you and that guy that made a lot of money together. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? definitely. Trade scheme and definitely. You know what I'm saying? Definitely salute the seas, you know what I'm saying?
They think it's gonna drop.
You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Definitely shout to the whole East Harlem, man. You know, we here, man. And we're gonna have people that's gonna get upset. We're gonna have people that's gonna get upset. We're gonna have people that's gonna be like, ah, da, 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 but we on real time, man. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. My man's with the wagons too, you know what I'm saying? All my men with the wagons too in high school. Definitely shout out to Heck, shout out to Big Head Mikey, you know what I'm saying? My guys, the block, you know, Hilltop Hustlers, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the conspiracy theory, some things that we just don't want to deal with reality, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Definitely shouts to the whole East Harlem, man. We're just giving you common sense. Now, I'm gonna get Team Poll in my chat. Yo, Zeke, you wildin'. Yo, Zeke, ah da da. We get it. We just heard the stories. This is their words. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I played the song. Somebody hits me in the nose. Stan knew something, bro. Shout out to East Harlem, man. Shout out to West Harlem, man. Rest in peace, Donnell, man. Yo, can I get a bunch of angels from Donnell, though? Donnell. Just Donnell for Donnell, man. Because Donnell still was able to make these people money. You can't make Made in Full without showing Donnell. You can't make The Game Is Over without Donnell. You can't make the Alpo story without talking about Donnell. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't even talk about Gangland story dealing with AZ without talking about Donnell. So Donnell was an angel that still was able to put money in you guys' pocket. And none of y'all was loyal to the nigga, but Rich. At the end of the day, Rich tried to bring his brother back, Rich and Fritz. The rest of you niggas were scumbags. Jealousy, envy. You ain't love that nigga, man. He took off in another lane and y'all was mad. But it is what it is. Rest in peace, Donnell, man. The true king of Harlem. You don't make Paid in Full without talking about Donnell, right? The Game Is Over. You don't talk about The Game Is Over without talking about Donnell. Let's put them angels up for the real true king of Harlem, Donnell Porter, the king of Harlem. He still to this day is the reason why niggas get a bag. Nobody cares about Poe. They ain't asking about Rich. They ain't asking about the Donnell situation. Donnell, you're the reason why niggas is getting to a bag, man. To this day, man. Rest in peace, Donnell, man. Come on, Poe. We here. Exactly. The real king of Harlem, man. true king of Harlem is Donnell Porter. He's still getting it back off his name. No loyalty. There was no loyalty for that kid, you know what I'm saying? There was no loyalty. Rich had loyalty. You know what I'm saying? No loyalty. No loyalty, man. R.I.P. to Donnell Porter. There was no loyalty. Paul, you caught 30 bricks because of Donnell. So, yeah, you ain't kill him, but you ate off of his situation with a pure lie. A pure lie. You heard what A said? He had his own lane. I don't see. You're the first person in the drug game that ever said that the Connect gave somebody 20 birds to hold and they were supposed to hold it till you come back out of town. You're the first person in my years of hustling, nigga. Now, but these niggas don't know, so they go, yeah, well, that's crazy, he got him. But I had to think about the map. My man said, see, you sound retarded. Donnell was a good kid, man. Donnell Porter was a good kid. But what happened to him put money in all you bum niggas' pockets. Y'all gotta start showing love to Donnell Porter. Yo, when you wake up in the morning, Alpo after 30 bricks out of town, what was they going for, 50, 60,000? Hold on, let's add the math. For 30 bricks, now, because you definitely gave Preacher his cut, you know what I'm saying? That's because he doesn't tell on you or mention you. Maybe he did mention you. Maybe he did mention that. But not as in he telling on you like, yeah, the shit with the young boy, you know what I'm saying? He had to do with it, but he gave us some money out of it. Yeah, the character witness shit, bro. You ain't fooling nobody. Show niggas your actual paperwork, bro. What niggas had to say about you. Let's get to it's not a slander campaign, man. This is real. Shout out to Washington Projects, man. Shout out to my man, Lee Ski. Shout out to, two desperados, man. The Ramundi brothers, man. I appreciate I appreciate all the support, but this is real talk. Fact, man. Rest in peace, Donnell, man. He's still giving grown men money. You can't tell the story without someone like Donnell. Blood money, man. With that being said, man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I appreciate you. Definitely appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to my man, Mr. Renegade Bill himself. Holiday, you know what I'm saying? He doing this thing out there with the music stuff, man. Definitely shout out to Holiday, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We here, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave you with a good song tonight, you know what I'm saying? You know, check out my man DJ Suave 99 from my block, 99 from Lex. Take it to the book before we out of here, man. Everybody wanna gang gang.
Everybody wanna gang bang. Free the dogs in the prison walls. Never coming home in the chain gang. No, I ain't woo. No, I ain't chump. Nigga, we raw. Nigga, we blunt. No, I back. Nigga, we smoke. Mix that grabber. Nigga, who run? Sex a little bit. Said she up. No, baby. There she go. Face up beat. There she go. Ass so fat. That shit looks smart. If I call you my dog, forever my dog. We never gon' switch. Won't sell about nothing. Ain't signed no money. Ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom. I come from the project. Now I'm in the six. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling lit. If I call you my dog, forever my dog. We never gon' switch. Won't sell about nothing. Ain't signed no money. Ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom. I come from the project. Now I'm in the six. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling lit.
Yeah, bring it back to our man. We bring it back to the top. Now, to the streets. Rest in peace, DMX. He was trying to get DMX from the trap before they passed away. He was in conversations with DMX when they're passing away. Shout out to Fly Tie. Shout out to Epic Records. Shout out to everything in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? His movement, the movement. He's a part of MMB. Free Debo Brown. Uncle Murder. It's murder. We here. We're gonna take it back before we go. Rest in peace, Donnell Porter. Let's get them rest in peace, Donnell Porter. We out of here. Good night, party people. Rest in peace, Donnell, man. He was more powerful than what people can imagine. Get a hope, get a what?
Only fuck with the real, don't fuck with the gang, shit watered down. Try to pay for attention, but play my position and cut it down. AK for the diamond, you know I'm shining, it's watered down. I'm giving water now. Got a bad bitch in the CL crew. Looking at the stars, don't see no proof. Looking at rap, I see no truth. You did what, I don't see no proof. Everybody screaming gang gang. Everybody wanna gang bang. Free the dogs in the prison walls, never coming home in the chain gang. No, I ain't woo, no, I ain't chump. Look at me raw, nigga, we blunt. No, I back, nigga, we smoke. Mix that grabber, nigga, who run? Sex a little bit. Said she up, no baby. There she go. Face up beat, there she go. Ass so fat, that shit looks smart. If I call you my dog, forever my dog. We never gon' switch. Won't sell about nothing. Ain't signed no money, ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom, I come from the project. Now I'm in the six. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling lit. If I call you my dog, forever my dog. We never gon' switch. Won't sell about nothing. Ain't signed no money, ain't signed no bitch. I come from the bottom, I come from the project. Now I'm in the six. I'm feeling rich. I'm feeling lit.
Definitely, Randolph, you know what I'm saying? Rudolph, we poppin', we's poppin'. It's goody. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of times, man, I allow the trolls to speak, talk crazy, do what they do, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we all grown, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I try to keep it growing with these dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, we ain't gotta play games, we gotta be insultful, we ain't gotta be disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to the wifey Southern Bell. My man Johnny Fresh, I know him from Douglas. My man Johnny Fresh, he doing the painting thing. My man Shaka, you know what I'm saying? You heard? Shout out to all my niggas in Douglas, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I met him on the east side though, you heard? My man Velly, I had the moving company. Me and him was working together, you heard? That's the truck, you know what I'm saying? Moving muscle movers, you know what I'm saying? I'm just showing pictures of my life, man. You know? Little girl. Puerto Rican crew, HBR, you heard? It was in the book. This is from a book, actually. Shout out to my blog, HBR, Adam Torres concerts, doing this thing, you know what I mean? Shout out to East Harlem, my block, you know what I'm saying, in Washington. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Jim Bone and HBR crew. A breakdancing crew, Latinos in hip hop, in the first generation, you know what I mean? That's rest in peace, Superman. That's rest in peace, Ed, on the hilltop, you know what I'm saying? Definitely hilltop. Salute, you know what I'm saying? The guy in the middle is Commando. I was up north with him. Me and Commando was up north, man. You know that pure, that pure, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Shout out to the Boogie Down Bronx. Me and Commando was up north when he was doing that 25, you know what I'm saying? That's the guys that he home doing all the right things. Definitely shout out to you know, Commando. Let me show you some flicks, man. Let's give you a piece of Z Black. This is me with the first generation niggas at hip hop, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Cass, and my cousin. You were heard in Mount Vernon in the spot called the Mansion. Now look, a man Sugar Hill Tone, OG Wong, Gordo, Jay-Z, Big Bottles, right? That's me and Sugar Hill Tone. Not too many niggas can get close to a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Sugar Hill Tone, free Sugar Hill Tone 141. You heard B-Way Slay, you heard? I'm just showing you, I'm just showing you facts. I'm not just a nigga online trying to be an investigative reporter, you know what I'm saying? You hear me? Now I'm gonna show you something, man, because I don't really want to do it, but I see that I didn't even realize that on my page, right? So this guy convinces me, and I give him credit. He convinced me. We was hanging out, and he was on his job with his little situation with the 6ix9ine situation, right? So his baby mom's going to it, and he wanted to link up with her and do an interview, and he actually got an interview before all the beef, the drama, and all the sling and slash, you know what I'm saying? And, hold on, let me see if I got it right here. I do, man. And this is where I first started really getting into the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing is serious, man. You know what I'm saying? This is me and, hold on. This is the 6 number. I actually helped the camera today. I just going through the artifacts, you know what I'm saying? And I know fun. This is when the internet got shut down for like a weekend, like a week. Shout out to Punch, man.
Shout out to Punch, BBN Network. Oh man, these niggas had YouTube shaking for a day. Ashanti Beats, all my Afro Beats app on the gram. Damn homie, too lit. Telling you, man. But ask what y'all want to ask. Shout out to Punch, BBN Network. Oh man, these niggas had YouTube shaking for a day. Ashanti Beats,
you know,
on the gram. Damn homie.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas was shaking and moving. That's when it was running around investing reported. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a game, man. The game is crazy. The game is a dirty game, man. And you know, you show some of the work you've done in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Some things you may have been involved with that you guys ain't know somebody was involved with. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever forget, man. Just like the guy, right? There's a guy that before I go, he took photos of Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt album cover and a bunch of pictures. He went and got the pictures copywritten. Jay-Z trying to sue him now because Duke was making millions of dollars off of exclusive Jay-Z pictures that Jay wish he had. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? First album joints. You know what I'm saying? So definitely salute to that. Salute to the chat. Definitely, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? It's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? The streets is real, man. The internet's a liar. With that being said, man, we are out of there. We are out of here. Have a good night. Let me see my man. Shout out to everything on Lex, man. East Harlem, man, the El Patio. That being said, man. With that being said, this was just before I go. Sugar Hutone, that's the corner store on 99. That's the squad. Scar. You know what I'm saying? Papa Jesus. We here, man. Shout out to East Harlem, man. That being said, man. Yo, good night, party people. You up? Shout out to Josh 5, TDM. You know what I'm saying? Always keeping it funky, keeping it real. Love is live. DE3. Definitely shout out to DE3357. Follow him, Samuel Art. He's getting crazy on them throws. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to my man DE3 with the Rikers Island stories. Check him out. It's real. I was on the island with him in 9-5. Shout out to DE3. You know what I'm saying? Definitely DE3 up in West, up in East Side. You heard DE57 Crew Sash, Dover, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That being said, man, deuces.